Renault Duster 2026 is finally here, and the big question everyone's asking is this: did Renault just rebuild the most loved budget SUV from the ground up, or did they secretly turn it into something far more powerful than anyone expected? Because by the end of this video, there's one hidden feature about the Renault Duster 2026 that almost nobody is talking about, and once you see it, you might never look at compact SUVs the same way again. The first time you see the Renault Duster 2026 in person, it hits you differently. The stance is wider, tougher, almost like the SUV has been training in the gym while nobody was watching. The new Y-shaped LED headlights slice through the front like sharp blades, and the bold grille carries a confident presence that feels far more premium than the older Duster ever did. Walk around it and the chunky wheel arches, rugged cladding, and sculpted body lines make it look ready for city streets. Or a sudden dirt trail escape. Even the rear lights glow with a futuristic signature at night. But the moment you open the door, that's where things really start to change. Step inside the Renault Duster 2026 and it feels like Renault finally listened to every single owner complaint from the past decade. The cabin is cleaner, more modern, and surprisingly upscale for a rugged SUV. Soft touch materials appear where you expect hard plastic, the seats feel wider and more supportive, and the driving position gives you that commanding SUV view people love. The ambient lighting glows softly across the dashboard at night, making the cabin feel calm and premium during long drives. The panoramic sunroof floods the interior with light during the day, turning road trips into something almost cinematic. But the real surprise sits right in the middle of the dashboard. Because the tech in this SUV is something Duster fans never expected. The Renault Duster 2026 now runs a large floating touchscreen with Renault's latest infotainment system, and it's fast. Like smartphone fast. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, voice commands, over-the-air updates, and even a customizable digital driver display that changes layouts depending on your driving mode. There's also a clever off-road monitor that shows real-time terrain angles, wheel traction, and slope data, something you'd normally expect in far more expensive SUVs. And here's the thing. When you compare it to rivals like the Hyundai Creta or the Kia Seltos, the Duster suddenly feels like the adventurous one in the group. Quick question though, would you pick this over those two? Drop your answer in the comments because I'm genuinely curious what you think. Now let's talk about what happens when you actually drive the Renault Duster 2026. Under the hood, Renault is expected to offer a 1.3-liter turbocharged engine pushing around 150 horsepower, paired with either a smooth automatic or a manual gearbox for those who still love control. It's quick enough for highway overtakes, but calm and comfortable during daily driving. The suspension remains one of the Duster's biggest strengths, soaking up potholes and rough roads like they barely exist. And for family buyers worried about fuel bills, the efficiency sits around 17 to 19 kilometers per liter depending on the variant, making it surprisingly practical for everyday life. But here's where things start getting interesting, because the real surprise isn't the power, the tech, or even the comfort. Renault quietly added something to the Renault Duster 2026 that could completely change how people see this SUV. Along with advanced driver assistance features like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking, the new Duster introduces a hybrid-ready platform designed for future electrified versions. That means the SUV you're looking at today could soon evolve into a hybrid off-road capable family machine without sacrificing its rugged DNA. For parents driving with kids in the back seat, that combination of safety systems and future-ready engineering brings something powerful: peace of mind. And imagine this for a second. Early morning sunlight coming through the sunroof. Your family loading bags into the back. The engine quietly starting as you pull onto an open road. The Renault Duster 2026 doesn't just feel like transportation, it feels like the start of an adventure waiting to happen. So here's the verdict. The Renault Duster 2026 is tougher, smarter, and more modern than ever. But it still keeps the rugged personality that made people fall in love with it in the first place. It may not be the flashiest SUV in the segment, but it might quietly be the most capable one. The real question is, did Renault just create the ultimate budget adventure SUV? Let me know what you think in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed this reveal, and subscribe for more car stories you definitely don't want to miss.